That's right. It's loading screen time. No, obviously this is episode... Oh, I keep losing count. I don't know if it's 14 or 15. Probably 15. And so it has been a while already. It has been a few hours, indeed. And... Oh, okay, this is a beautiful way to start the episode. A view over the spring lake, our home. Which, if we slowly turn around, gives view of the lake village. Now, the lake village still has a long way to go. We barely have enough food. We barely have enough funds to buy anything to decorate or improve the living standards of the people living here. But we are slowly growing. The question that comes up in my mind now is, how are we going to do this? For example, when we talk about this, there are certain things that we need to progress towards. For example, woodshed level 2 is one of those things. Because what it allows us to do is to have 2 people working in the same woodshed. And thus, ideally, if they have a similar skill level, they will acquire twice the amount of resources. Now that is a big increase, and it usually means that you have actually more wood than you need. But then the question is, what do you do with the excess wood that you are producing? Are you giving it to the workshop to produce things that you can then sell? Smaller things or more complex things? And then how are you going to sell them? So these are questions that we're going to have to contend with. Other than going through the story of Racimir and learning about his uncle Jordan, that's one thing that we're certainly going to do, no matter what. But what comes after that? Because I know from playing myself, and those of you that play Medieval Dynasty regularly know this too, many a times you end up eventually just having to wait. You have to wait until you actually reach the next progress point. You have to wait until you have the amount of resources that you need for whatever it is that you want to build or sell or whatever. And these times of waiting they may not necessarily be suitable for YouTube. I don't know. I can look at it from one end. I know that some of you are using the videos to fall asleep to, which I love. That is perfectly fine with me. Others may be watching to learn about the game. It may not take 25 episodes to do that. That's fine. And then are others who may just follow along with whatever happens in the video. What I'm a little bit worried about myself, knowing myself, of course, is that I sometimes will have random rants about topics that may or may not be related to the game or the gaming scene in general, or even some totally different topic. And again, the question comes up, is YouTube the right place for that? Is this channel, as it has existed for a really long time, but I never really did anything with it until now. Because if I already may change the topic already for a second, I am already thinking about a different game that I want to stream here, that I want to make a series of. I'm not going to say which game it is, but I already know that I want to continue doing this because it kind of suits my schedule right now, and it's something that I enjoy. Now, as long as I enjoy it, and as long as I know that some of you out there enjoy it, I'm going to keep doing it. As simple as that. And I don't want to make it too complicated. And, there are many things I look forward to in terms of building for our village. I am looking forward to getting our first mine done. I'm looking forward to building our fishing hut on this beautiful lake here. I'm looking forward to inviting more families, seeing children walk around, knowing that our future is secure. All of these things. And of course also I want to decorate the village so that it really looks... Okay, let's get away from these talkative people. I'm looking forward to turning this village into the most beautiful village I can possibly create. And these are some of the things I definitely want to see through. The main story of Racimir, and then how his life is going to progress after that, with the experiences and the knowledge that this is going to bring to his life. So that's what we're going to do. And I would say how many episodes this is going to take. Well, that's how many it is going to take. That's fine. If it's 50, then it's 50. I know that YouTube certainly doesn't care how many videos I upload, so there's no limitation of any kind. And so it doesn't really matter, does it? We're just going to continue doing this as long as it is fun. And certainly at a later point, it is possible that maybe I'm going to make an edit and show like some kind of final, state of the village or something like that. That is possible. We will see. So yeah, that's what I wanted to quickly address at this time. And actually, now that I'm standing here, this would be a good time to pluck a few berries. We remember these berries, they're not ready to be consumed. But what they will do is they're going to be turned into rot in our compost bins. Okay, this nervous hand twitching is a bit weird. He can do that slowly. Or maybe he can't. Yeah, and in these compost bins, these berries will turn into rot, which we can then turn into fertilizer, which is crucial because we need the fertilizer in order to grow food and cash crops in our fields. I don't even know what I'm picking up here. I'm just kind of grabbing whatever I can. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Where are the compost bins? Oh, well, yes, of course. We're still trying to get the fish soup going. I'm not really in a hurry to do that, to be honest. We're just gonna give it a try and see how it goes.
He doesn't poke his nose into my business. I don't poke my nose into his.
Yeah. I don't think the king actually knows who you are, so why would he poke his business into yours? Oh, we are about to unlock this. Wait. Let me grab some more berries then.
Sometimes I wish we could turn back time. I'd make you mine.
Okay. So this was crucial because this had actually unlocked the fishing hut. But what it also did, now I can show this. Here. We can buy this scheme and build a permanent campfire in the center here. Yes? Are you excited? Please let me know. Okay, let's sit. Why not?
The village is slowly developing.
It is, isn't it? It's been going great. I have some kind of out-of-body experience here. Strange. So, ladies, how are you enjoying your new life? What do you think we can improve about the
Living
village?
here is definitely better than living on the road, but not much.
Oh. Okay, that's not this.
Change. I feel that in my left elbow.
What? Oh no, does it mean it's gonna rain tomorrow? Hey! Hey, I thought we weren't done talking. Oh well. Everyone is leaving me. Alright. Well, good night, I guess. Ah. Interesting. Really? She made it a point of actually going away from me to sit down somewhere else. Very nice. Greatly appreciate that. Well, we are the last ones. Time to get up and head to bed as well. How are the little chickens doing? I don't remember what the gate was. You're sleeping, yes? Okay, I don't want to scare you, but please eat the food slowly and grow into big, lovely chickens, yes? Can you do that? Great. Where do we live again? Ah. Oh, that's right. I need to replace the other side of the roof. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. When the wife is not at home. That seems safer. And thus we are already entering, I think this is day 3 of spring. Day 4 even. Yes, good morning to you too. Let's see. I think we absolutely have the resources to fix the roof. Oh, not with this. Okay, I need to make sure that I am actually destroying the right thing here. 12 planks. I mean... we're gonna do it eventually. So... I'm gonna try to do this to every house that we have, of course. Okay, that looks strange. So again, just to point it out, the purpose of this is to make the house itself more sturdy. But also the other side effect that this will bring is that, we can see that here, it boosts the mood of the inhabitants of the houses. And when the mood increases in this game, it means that they become more productive at whatever they are producing. So, aka, there's more resources available. Speaking of which... Hey, why has nobody lighted the fire? Why do I have to do everything?
I settled down here.
Uh-huh. I hope so. I wanted to check how many copper bars can I craft this time. 7. Not terrible. Because I am quite sure that I need to replace some of the tools quite soon. For example, copper knives. Ah yeah, right, there's no copper pickaxe. So we're just gonna make 3 copper knives. And give them to our hunters. Oh well, iron tools, bronze tools. Okay, this is actually in reach. This is not super far away. Only halfway done. Meanwhile, we've unlocked new skills again. Hmm. Yeah, the durability loss will be a guaranteed skill point that we need. Other than that, what am I going to do more of? Crafting, sewing, or cooking? Eventually, I want other people to be cooking, so I don't need to do that, I think. Sewing, I think it will be quite really. I think realistically, once we have established a generous income of flax and also some sheep, before that, it is not really... I don't think there's any point in having someone else doing the sewing other than me. And when it comes to crafting, I know that we eventually will find suitable people for the smithy. That is a guaranteed situation. So I'm going to go with sewing, because that is what we need to do in order to make money. Now, here are 3 fresh copper knives. Where's my bow? Why don't I have a bow? What's on 4? Okay, I have enough stone arrows. We are good to go. Now, to get a quick idea, how are we doing with our resources? Oh, the stone pickaxes. Ah. So we have 7 buckets of water in the storage. We have consumed all the meat pies already. Understandable. I'm guessing there's no more pottage. We have a lot of meat stored anyways. And honestly, there's no reason not to use the cabbage that we have, because that's cabbage from last season anyways. And we have new cabbage coming in soon. Even though I'm not convinced that this pottage is going to sustain us throughout the winter. I don't think that's enough cabbage that I'm growing. But maybe. Actually, yeah, we don't have that many people. It might be fine. In fact, it may be actually smart to find someone that can cook for us. Yeah, let's not even continue this. This is just a basic kind of breakfast deal here. Here. I don't have... Oh, that's from the roof. Right. And the berries... they all go in here. Okay. So... Zulistri. Our pig herder. I think he should get a wife who can cook. That is my idea. That was just born out of randomness. So let's grab the dried meat, because that's generally my food. Have some of it. And then we're gonna see if the neighboring village maybe has a suitable candidate. Wait, let me see the kitchen requires what? Production. Makes sense. So hopefully there is a lady with a high production skill. No boars here, alright. And I guess there's also a question about the donkeys. Do I want to invest in the donkeys, or am I skipping the donkeys and wait for horses? Because right now having donkeys would primarily mean having to feed a lot of mouths. A lot of animals. Awesome. So there's 3 ladies here. Production skill of 2. 1. And 2. So you're all relatively average. Erika, however, you are very fitting in age, so I think we're gonna pick you. You're welcome. Oh, Erika! I'm gonna give you a nice house, because there's only one. Here you go. You and Sulistri are gonna make a perfectly fine couple. Did that not work, or what? I'm confused. What happened? Okay, strange. And now the kitchen. This is going to be your new job. I hope you like it. Oh, actually, I could have asked her. Sorry. Erika. Is there anything that you don't like? Okay, you don't like hunting. Fine, I get it.
Take care.
Yeah. Okay, now the kitchen. What is she gonna make in the kitchen? I want her to make pottage for now. Other than that, we can roast some meat, I guess. There isn't really all that much to do right now. Until we are producing eggs and stuff. So, make some pottage every day. Yes, 1. Yeah, this is a fine amount. Roast some meat. It's not even that much to do. But it's enough to feed the people. Okay. Why are you talking with a French accent, huh?
You remind me of someone.
Who? You don't look like you're 52.
Farewell.
Oh well. It is strange to me that some people, some characters are fully voiced and others are not at all. I don't know why that is. Erika, you want a race? Wanna? No? Okay. Oof. Racimir has really, really low, terribly low stamina. It is crazy to me how low it is. How are you doing with the pigs? Uh-huh. Well, they seem to be growing up just fine. No. I do not want to make any flour right now. The kitchen will be in use soon. What I am wondering is, how many sticks do we currently have? Sticks. Oh, right, I could have sold the iron crossbow. I don't want to keep this. I don't like it. And my longbow is soon going to break. Sticks, 192 sticks. Okay. In that case, let me make a proper
Our
kind
king
of
will go down in history as the most forgettable one.
why? I don't understand this whole talk about the king. Okay, let's start. So we have this wattle fence. Very nice. And then we can unlock the not as ugly wattle gate. More sturdy than the old one. And then we're kind of just gonna go around and finish it up.
He may
Wait.
look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
Who? Who are we talking about? Okay. So we're making the whole enclosure more safe, because these pigs will not be able to escape. And it will even offer a little bit, a tiny little bit of wind protection. A tiny, tiny bit. I mean, not for him, but for the piglets. And that is all I care about. Okay, so now it's gonna be dangerous. We're gonna remove these. And then the pigs are already screaming in joy. They can escape. But no. Don't be fooled. You're not escaping. Okay. Please, no whistling. Where are we here? Okay, this is not gonna be super pretty or anything, but so you can kind of see it's not that if the piglets will start running away right away, but I read about...
Suggestions for improving life in our settlement.
Yes, I'm listening. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Okay. So now we can get rid of these. And you know what? I think I may have some kind of... Wait, I don't even need to do this. Maybe I have some kind of tree. Wait, where would this be? Here? Birch, spruce. Yeah, we have. Let's go with this one. No, just kidding.
I don't want to be lonely anymore.
Do we have a maple tree? No, we don't. Sad. We don't have any shrubs, so effectively we only have spruce. Yeah, that's all we have. Okay. We're gonna go with spruce then. It will provide some shadow.
My uncle had been building his house for 10 years. I wonder how much time it would take him to build a settlement like this one.
I mean, I've built this village in a year. Are you impressed? No? You're not? What? Tiny, tiny piglet. You're so fine. Okay, anyway. It looks a little bit better than before. A small improvement. Erica has... where's Erica? She's really walking around. They are always designated to their path, and they will not stray away from it. Oh well. More berries. I do believe that I can actually grow... Why are all these berries here? Did I not pluck them? Maybe I did a bad job. I was gonna say... What was I going to say? Something about... I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. Completely. It's gone. Yeah. So... Yeah, berries. I mean... Oh, we should probably have the herbalist hut as well. I forgot about that. Pluck the berries, pluck the berries. Okay, you know what? That's enough. Can we squeeze all of that in here? Yeah, we should be able to. And finally, the compost bin is almost full. For the first time in ever. And we have even 2 of them, mind you. And the lovely thing is, you can see here, if it's empty, it looks like this, and then when it's full, it actually looks like this. And that is just some of the stuff that I really appreciate about Medieval Dynasty. They really have made an effort. Now, yeah, to my idea, to build a herbalist hut. The question is where? Oh, there's a log here. What is that? Oh, that's you. I didn't even see you. Oh my god. I swear, when she's working, she's just locked in. There's no distraction. Did she just walk into the lake? What is it that you're trying? Oh, you're trying to get some straw. I see. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you to it. So I think this might be a good place for it, actually. Right here. Because it makes sense, right? This is where the herbs grow. That is where the access should be, right in the way. In a way, what am I saying? I don't know. So that would be... Is it extraction? No. Is it production? Is it farming? What is it? Oh, it's survival. I guess. Right here. Sneaky. I see you. Anyway. Now, obviously, I think it's very fair to say that a herbalist hut is a slightly extraordinary building. There is something, or at least in my mind, there is a somewhat mystical attachment to someone who knows about nature's secrets, who has deep knowledge that has been passed on many times for generations about which mushrooms can you eat and which ones are poisonous. Which herbs are going to heal which illness. How to make ailment out of several different roots or whatever. All these things. And so I think it is only suitable that such a building is decorated. And to become a hoard for, what shall we say? Yeah, just something that is a little bit secluded, that is part of the village without being part of the village, if that makes sense. And actually, to commemorate this idea, for the first time ever, we are going to make a little path. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight or anything. I just kind of want to... where are we gonna go from here? Here or this way? No, this way is fine. Right. So when it comes to path building in Medieval Dynasty, there is something that one has to keep in mind. So as you could see here, there was a relatively large rock right here. That is now gone. Now, you can remove the walking path again. But whatever was here before that has disappeared is gone. And it will not come back. So that's just something you have to keep in mind. Because me personally, I don't want everything here to be perfectly even and, you know, everything just be like one big walking path or anything. I want this village to be nested within nature. I don't know, that's just a personal taste that I have. I don't need to be everything super clean and super in order or anything. It can be a little bit wild. As long as it is functional. That's all I care about. Really. So yes, we can make little paths from this building to this building and all of that. But I always want to keep little green spots in between. That is important to me. Now, that being said, having built the herbalist's hut obviously means in consequence that we will have to build another house eventually. And we can do that maybe right here. And it should be another... Oh. We do not have even close to enough planks. I could probably fix that. In terms of stones, we're not that far away. But planks is going to be a problem. Let me see how many I can make. Right, because we have some logs left. So 1 log equals 2 planks. And I think I can spare about 30. So I can make 60. Let's make 60 exactly. How long is that going to take? Ah, just 4 minutes. Oh. So while that is happening, I have filtered out the noise of me working on the planks, right? What else can we talk about to fill these 3 minutes in? Oh, right. We do need to finish the story of Onivak. I don't even know how much more there is. It seems like a relatively long story. But to do a little recap as far as I remember it. So the story of Onivak is the story of a firebird. In so many words. Now, there is a connection being made between an apple tree that grows in the garden of a king's castle, in a kingdom, whatever. Now, this king apparently has 3 sons. And as it happens, there is an interesting event that unfolds every single day, where the apple tree blossoms, produces a golden apple, but this golden apple never survives until the next day. Now, the king naturally presumes that it is being stolen, and so he sends each of his 3 sons to find out what is happening and make sure that the next golden apple does not disappear. The first son tries his best, but he falls asleep. The same goes for the second son. The third son manages to stay awake, and he sees the bird Onivak taking away the golden apple. At least I think that's what it said. It may not have been as clear as the bird is taking the apple away for sure, but something like that. And so then the king says, well, make sure that this stupid bird doesn't take my golden apple. What the hell? Right? But then one of his sons actually injures the bird. And the bird flies away and does not come back the next day. And this grieves the king. And so he becomes, naturally, very, very ill. And he sends for his sons again and says, you need to find the bird. Otherwise, I'm going to die. And the 3 sons, they come to a set of crossroads, 3 of them, and they decide to split up. And as they are separated, to each of them, a red fox appears. Oh, I have way too many planks in my inventory. Also, I have too many planks in general. I can stop here. Right. But I cannot move for a few years now. Let me drop some of these planks. Right. Oh yeah, this is... I'm gonna find this plank for sure. This is fine. What was I saying? Right, the story of Onivak. So, and as the fox appears to each of the sons, the eldest... well, the fox, in so many words, asks, "Are you going to share your food with me? I'm very hungry." And the eldest son says, "No. Go away." Wait, seriously? Now we don't have enough planks again? Oh, because I dropped so many. Okay. Because they're not in the resource storage. Oh. The second son does the same thing. But the third son actually agrees to share his ration with the fox. And the fox then says, "Follow me. I'm going to bring you to a castle made of copper." And then he says, in that castle, you're going to find your bird. But there is a trap. And you're going to need to... Where are my planks, actually? They're over here. You're going to need to make sure that you place the bird Onivak. I'm again carrying too much, really? Damn, that's annoying. You need to make sure that you place the bird in the wooden cage, not in the golden cage. For if you do that, the bird will alert the guards of the castle, the copper castle. And what does that stupid son do? He places the bird in the correct cage, but then decides, because the bird is so beautiful, that it deserves to be in the best cage possible, and that must be the golden cage. Right? Because he's an idiot. And so the bird alerts the guards, and then he is brought before the king of that copper castle. And the copper castle king says, "Well, you're an idiot, and I would like to kill you, but I'm not going to, as long as you bring me..." What was the first thing? The mare with the golden... the golden mane, I think it was, with the unspeakable name. And so the son is sent to the next castle, the Silver Castle. Now, the fox who's helping him is a little upset about his stupidity, rightfully so. But he still gives him a chance, and he explains to him, when you go into the Silver Castle, you need to make sure that you put the right stuff on the mare with the golden mane. If you use the simple leather... I forgot the name of this thing that you put on a horse. But if you use the simple leather one, that's the right one. If you use the precious golden one, it will be the wrong one. Don't do it. What does the idiot son do? Exactly makes the same mistake. So again, he's brought before the king, who is again mildly upset, and says to him, "How dare you try to steal my golden maned mare? You're gonna die." And the son says, "No, it's not my fault, I'm just an idiot. Please spare me." And the king says, "Okay, fine, but you definitely need to bring me the beautiful daughter of the other king with the, I don't know if she has golden hair, but something like that." So he is sent to the next castle, the golden one. And there he is going to be tested and tested, because obviously he wants to marry the daughter, so they better test him. And he's being tested, and that's where we kind of stopped so far. And now you know about the story of Onivak. At least well, I guess the first half or something. I'm not sure.
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
Why is nobody lighting the fire? I don't understand you guys. How hard is it? I know you have torches. Anyways. Now we have a kitchen made finally. We don't need to worry about the food. And we can grab some from the food storage. Yes, yes, yes. Even though really our... Why is this in here? I don't know. Really our diet still consists of dried meat only. Because I don't want to take away the good food from my villagers. Okay, that was our breakfast. Do I now have the water skin, the right one? Yeah. Why do I have 3? Okay, that's very confusing for me. I don't need 3 of them. Oh, now it's 2. Anyways.
That morning breeze. It smells divine.
Uh-huh. He says as he walks past the compost bin. Different sense of smell, eh? Yeah. So anyway. How about that stone house that I wanted to build? Oh, I used too many logs, but we have enough planks at least. And of course we don't have enough stone, but that doesn't surprise me. So if we wait a bit through the day, then we will have enough logs. So meanwhile, I am going to fix up the house. Finally. And complete the roof. So that we now have the best house in the village. Which is appropriate, after all, I am the mayor. Nice. A cold and poorly insulated, but very, very sturdy home.
I saw stranger things.
What? What do you mean? Stranger Things what? Where did the chicken go? Oh, they're hiding. They are probably confused as to what they are doing here and how they got here. And why there is no food on the ground. The food is here. Here. Oh well. As long as they don't starve, it's fine. Now everyone is busy with work. She's making all the logs. Speaking of, I have apparently gained a new skill point. For what? For Axis, Master of Destruction, one with the Earth. Careful Miner. I'm not gonna mine myself. Oh, 5 kilo increase in carry weight. Absolutely yes. One of the most useful skills. And I know that many of you will agree with me. What else do we have? Excavation Master. Woodcutter's Trance. Ah. I wonder how many players actually go into the mines themselves. I have never felt even the smallest inclination to do that. Not even a little bit. Because number one, they're very scary, very dark. And second, it's a long way, usually, from a mine back to the village. And even if I have to walk there, and even if I can put everything into some kind of resource storage, nearby. That is still one of the most tedious kinds of work I can think of. So I would never ever want to do that. What I do want is, I have now decided, just now, I want to build a small wattle fence right here to visually separate the orchard from the field. In a big way.
I can't wait to tell my parents that I have a steady job collecting pigs' droppings.
So, is that a bad thing? You said it as if it was a bad thing. This is a very proud job. You are raising animals. You are like their father. Their role model. I don't see a bad part in this. Oh, that is not very straight, is it? Yeah, this is kind of messed up. Why did I make that curve? I don't understand. I don't even know, can you actually expand a field that already exists? I guess not. No, probably you can't do that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Right. Seamless. Okay, now it's kind of straight. Whoa. Yeah, that looks fine. I mean, now at least it looks like the field is actually here on purpose and not just by accident. That kind of was the point of it. Okay, is it already lunchtime? It's already lunchtime. Oh, we're busy. Sounds so good. Smells good too. But the big question is, do we have enough logs now to build that new house? No. Not yet. Hmm. The thing is, I don't really want to remove all of these trees here, as I consider them kind of natural wind protection. Even though it's not much, obviously, but it's something. And I don't want to completely remove them for that very reason. So I guess we're just going to wait a little longer. But somewhere here, I mean, we can already place the house, that's fine. Doesn't fit? Ah. What is blocking the house? I don't understand. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, the stone foundation. We're just gonna build as far as we can and then fix the rest when we have it. We can do the framing. And the outer walls. That poor hammer, it is not made for this kind of work. Boom. And the last one. I don't want to use up all the logs that we have, because that is going to create other issues if I do that. Right. Cool. I am happy with that. Yeah, I think this is some good progress. Obviously, this was a very village-focused episode. This is going to happen from time to time. Let me just grab some of my dry meat and flatbread diet. There you go. Yeah, in the next episode, we are going to get back to our attempt to acquire the fish soup. And in order to get the fish soup, we're going to have to bring a wizened skull to the master angler. And once we have done that, well, then our wife is going to be happy again. And obviously that's the main goal that we as a husband, and any husband in fact, could have in mind, because that's how it works. Now, with that being said, and with one last overview over the village. Wait, actually, before we go, can I manage to... now I'm in third person. Is that fine? Enter camera mode. We can now zoom out. Not sure how far we can go. Over the trees we go. And so we can see so far we have a very centralized and slightly chaotic layout. This whole thing here is very much provisoric, right? Yes, I'm going to adapt this. I'm going to find a new place for the excavation shed and the workshop, and even the sewing hut over here. That is definitely going to happen. Everything else, I think, is actually kind of okay from my perspective. Please let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments, but I think it's a nice first attempt. Now that I see it from this perspective, I can definitely see that we need some kind of protection from the wind that is going to blow over this field. Especially in winter time, I can only imagine how cold it must be. But yeah, I think I like this. I'm gonna take a photo. Did I take a photo? I assume that I did. I don't know. I didn't feel anything, but and use this maybe to sort of plan what we're gonna do next. And so, yeah. On this note, we're going to end this episode. And the next one will be a little more action-filled. But if you have been watching this one, I thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I would absolutely love if you leave a like. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.